We're back on day 39 with a little Lesley Stump. He has recently arrived close to the military surplus store and he'll spend the next couple of days sneaking and smashing his way towards that holy grail of bullets and Brita's armour. He begins by sneaksies, but of course Lesley sneezes. He's got his crowbar out and no tissue to hand. There are still a bunch of zombies here that weren't attracted by Rod the RV's glorious honker, so Lesley begins to loop them into the woods once again. Oh god, I sneezed. I should have been using my tissue. You fool, Lesley, you fool. Be careful in the woods now, Lesley, you know what happened last time. Les makes it with no accidents in the trees and then returns to start bonking zombies on the head again. He finds a rare piece of treasure. Remember this sword. Lesley becomes one with the sword, a true warrior. But that's a little later. A katana. Wow, wicked. A katana. Nice. He sneaks his way into the auto shop, but like his previous endeavours, the place is empty. Worthless. Lesley is miserable. Poor old Rod is getting no love at all. He pauses for a cigarette to consider his pointless existence in the bathroom like he has done many times before, even before the apocalypse. Then he returns to Rod before things get too existential. The rain is torrential outside. The rat-a-tat-tat of the water on Rod's roof is soothing to him though. As he's prepping dinner, a familiar sound roars from outside. Well then. Semi-productive day. Not like overly, really. But every zombie that dies is another zombie, clearing the path to the joy of the military surplus store. Another helicopter. Rather than cause a nuisance, Lesley just carries on reading and making a scrumptious fish and canned roast dinner. Helicopter schmelicopter. Imagine being that helicopter. Come back twice. See, the same RV, the same guy. Still not helping. Scumbags, yeah, they've gone already. Get out of here. Helicopters come back again. Why? Leave me be. Don't worry, Lesley. You just sit and read your book. Ignore the helicopter outside. I'm sure it won't cause any massive glaring issues. Hopefully. Eventually, the helicopter fades away and he gets to bed. He wakes up on the morning of day 40, prepared to tackle the zombies. This guy loves a sneeze, but a little bit of a sneeze fetish. Do you want me to sneeze in your mouth? Get away, freak. Les fights his way through the small group of buildings and checks out the food market and pharmacy. The market is largely full of rotten food and the medical centre has a few pots of pills that Lesley will gobble down later. He stops to take a look at himself in the full-length mirror. It's the first time he has seen his full reflection in some days. He has lost a lot of weight and his hair is extremely long. He vows to give himself a haircut soon. Outside he finds a neat little ATV that sort of looks like a yummy little beetle. He has no use for it, but it does appeal to him. Maybe one day he will come back. Just going to clear out this group of zombies in front, I think. Over the past few days or month, Lesley has turned into a complete psychopath. His skills are higher than ever and he slices and dices his way through the crowd of zombies outside the army surplus store like a knife through juicy butter. Oh yeah, making that tent kit for sure. There is a bunch of decent stuff on the shop floor, but by far the best find was Luke Skywalker's cape. Lesley has come all this way only to realise he doesn't have a hammer, which means he can't disassemble the door to the gun room. He is an idiot, but he is an idiot for you. Always bring a hammer, gang. Always. Actually so dumb that I've done that. Always bring a hammer with you guys. Now I can't disassemble the door to get into the guns. He begins the long walk back to the RV. You made a horrible noise, man. Get out of here. You've done a number on this town, Lesley. You lunatic. Mass murderer. Can you kill that which is already dead? It's gonna be so much random stuff in this RV, man. I have to get really cluttered in here. But I love the look of it. Sleep, Lesley, sleep. On day 41, rather than walk all the way back to the shop, Lesley just drives Rod right up to the door of the surplus store. He knocks down the door, the gunroom door, and picks all the ammo and shotguns and other bits and pieces. There's a bunch of useful stuff here, although Lesley is yet to fire a gun at all, not even once. Nice. Restricted area. Reserved for me, the badger, and the pancake hedgehog. No one else is allowed here. Now it's off to Rosewood to loot the police station and fire station. An old familiar destination for Lesley. His parents lived in Rosewood once, but that was a long time ago. They were in the ground now, supposedly, or once again roaming the streets of the small town. And it's time to hit the road again. Let's go, Lesley. Definitely seen better days, though. He drives straight through the ruined streets and parks up to find himself pretty much surrounded by zombies. Could be a crazy place to stop, but... Lesley carves through them. His new cloak billows in the wind. The dead swarm him, but he dodges and weaves and slices. Lesley moves like a stream, like the head of a snake, the graceful Lesley Stump. The entire horde falls at his feet. The grass is stained blood red. Lesley Stump is the victor. Nice. Easy peasy. Lesley has come a long way. No longer afraid. I am no longer afraid of you zombies, which is a bad sign, which means I usually get eaten shortly after this realization. I literally look like Luke Skywalker when he's on Tatooine. I'll try and get a picture, tell you what I mean. I actually look like basically the same. Not on Tatooine, maybe he's on off? Can't remember. Lesley wanders over into the field to see if he can forage around for some more fresh veg. However, the group of zombies over there has other ideas. You know what I just said about overconfidence getting you killed in Project Zomboid? Well, yeah, it also comes with Lesley's hyperfixation on this big bubba, the zombie in a bomb suit. He really wants the bomb suit, even if he has no real purpose for it. He wants to be big. Lesley gets quite tired, so he pulls out the katana and begins slicing the zombies to pieces. He doesn't want to damage the bomb suit, which leads to this pretty awkward back and forwards as Lesley tries to fight off the other zombies while switching to the crowbar to bonk the big zombie. He is also fighting exhaustion. Being a bit of an idiot all round, really, our Stump. Lesley does, in the end, take down the zombie and claims his prize. Bloody bomb suit. That was an absolute massacre. Lesley also returns to the RV with another type of prize, the little weirdo. Picked up the bra too, for good measure. Lesley, you really have an issue with underwear. Good job today, Les. Really impressive stuff, man. Absolute monster. Put the bra on the badger. Yes. Perfect. On day 41, Lesley dresses up Pancake the badger, then heads into Rosewood proper. First target is the police station. The place has a few zombies outside and a few of them inside, but when he heads up to the loot room, there's a disappointing amount of loot in the gun room. A single handmade M14 magazine. Wow. Rosewood police are seriously underfunded. Next is the fire station, which does have a propane tank or two that will come in handy, especially when he wants to disassemble some more cars. And Lesley stops for a shower in the relatively peaceful upstairs bathroom. We're showering with the cape on. Nice look, bro. Nice look. Oh, your bag's gonna get all soggy, Lesley. Shower with your bag. He takes a look around the rest of the station and then wipes out Rosewood's fire department with a katana in the parking lot. This is honestly just such a good weapon. The Jedi Butcher of Rosewood. Oh, the double tap from behind would have chopped both their heads off. God damn, so satisfying. Victorious over Rosewood, Lesley returns to the RV, which is now absolutely heaving with stuff. It must weigh a ton. How does it even move? I have no idea. Our RV is just full of stuff. I mean, I love it, but time to sleep. Have a little cigarette first. Day 42 begins with another adventure, towards the bus station. Why, you ask? To find a bus, of course. Lesley wants a bus. The bus station is next to the drive-in theatre, but the weather is absolutely awful and there are zombies everywhere. Lesley doesn't feel like dealing with them all, and as he can't see a bus, he heads out of the area. This where is? It's so foggy. Quite a lot, I mean, too many for me to really be bothered to deal with. But let's get out of here. He's heading south to March Ridge, a gated community with a community centre he's heard is teeming with books. If he's going to find that magical intermediate mechanics book somewhere, he thinks he might find it there. Now we can make our way into March Ridge. The goal is to look for the community centre because we need that intermediate mechanics magazine desperately, Lesley, desperately. Little stifled sneeze there because he's holding a tissue. Lesley clears out the road, then clears out a little bit more of the road and then parks Rod on the outskirts of town to relax for the evening. He also comes to the realization that he has lost rather a lot of weight on the road. Leslie's actually underweight right now. Well, that's not good, is it? We need to eat more food. And he'll need to start stuffing his face with goodies more regularly to regain some kgs. Eat that whole box of cereal, Les. You're underweight. How did I not notice? 1,300 zombies killed. Despite his frail stature, Lesley has killed 1,300 zombies. Wowee! Impressive for a stump. He nods off in the back of the RV, dreaming of zombie blood and zombies and other zombie-related nightmares. Day 43 begins with another horde of zombies. There are a little too many for Stump to handle, so he backs up and leads them around a fence, then hops over. Silly, stupid little zombies. Lesley makes his way into town and loots his very first March Ridge home. Each home is fought for with tooth, nail and knife. He loots building to building and finds scraps of food and other tidbits here and there, but finds the real prize on a dead zombie in a driveway. Black silk boxes. Yes, Lesley, it's time for you to swap your boxes. Bailing. We're putting leather strips on our crotch. He returns to the van after clearing out some nearby zombies and falls asleep, exhausted after his day of looting and rooting and tooting. It's excellent news in March Ridge, because pretty much every house he loots has a stick of lard in. Perfect for a skinny little boy. Lesley loves milk. Shrimp. More lard. Lard and milk and zombie slaying. Lesley Stump is in dreamland. Ever since Lesley found this cape, he's just turned into a badass. And the people of March Ridge just love lard. Get me some maple syrup in my belly. March Ridge is mine. That's what Lesley thinks, because he's a bit of a nutter. He basically goes from building to building eating dead people's snacks. Lesley might be a little overconfident with the statement, "We've conquered March Ridge," but we'll let him have his little party for now. That was just unnecessary, wasn't it really, Lesley? Make ourselves something delicious, Lesley, to celebrate your conquering of March Ridge. Join us next time when we really do conquer March Ridge. Good night, sweet Stump, you katana-wielding, lard-slurping, underwear-loving weirdo.